But yeah, this is, ooh, headshot. Best sight in the game, except for like basically every other sight. Actually, that's not even true. It's like, ooh, Elbic device, baby. Is it still, it's still no recoil, what? Okay, not quite. Oh, wait, no, it's still no recoil. So hello gamers, I've been getting a lot of comments about this gun actually having no recoil at all. And upon further inspection, it kinda doesn't have any recoil. This is the DBV 30-06. And since it actually recovers fully before shooting again, this is the recoil. Yeah, so, it may or may not have no recoil at all. It literally recenters before it can fire again. It's pretty much like, imagine using a Mark 11, except it's automatic. So basically, the skill is kind of removed, and it's just, like, so easy to use, dude. Very good. I think it can one-shot headshot decently far. I think two-shot body? I'm not sure, but as you can see, the camera recoil is kind of annoying, but it recenters so fast that it's actually kind of insane. And genuinely, this thing goes off. Like, it's just so good. It just recenters too fast, and it does 70 torso or something. So yeah, 59 to 42, which means I think you can two-shot to the torso all ranges, one-shot headshot up close, and three-shot anywhere on the body all ranges, and two-shot to the limbs at a pretty close range as well. So this thing is actually just so good. If you want me to do a video on every single DBV12 conversion, because there's a lot of conversions, for example, the 410, slugs and birdshot are also really fun on this gun. You know, there's a ton of different stuff. Let me know if you guys want that. But yeah, for right now, we're going to be using only the DBV 30-06. And it also still has an alt aim, which is pretty helpful if you don't want to use the scope. But like I said, it's literally no recoil at all. It's ridiculous. Like, yes, there is camera recoil, but even the camera recoil, like, it seems like it would be bad, but it's not actually bad at all. This is kind of better than the Mark 11 if you like having a little bit of a slower rate of fire, because it can one-shot headshot, which the Mark 11 cannot do, and it can two-shot limb, which the Mark 11 has to hit two torsos. Can't even do one torso, one limb and kill. And yeah, at least at 87 headshot kill range. And if you run paradox choke, it goes up to like almost 100. But yeah, paradox choke is basically an upgrade on this if you don't care about the recoil control as much. But I don't think it has exactly zero recoil with that, but I'll check it out in just a second. It's just the thing about this game is that people always say that a gun has no recoil. And yes, this does have recoil, but it recenters so fast that it may as well just be camera recoil. It just shoots exactly where you want it to. It's more about like the visual thing than the actual like recoil thing, you know? And I have to admit, initially, I didn't really like this recoil either. Like, it just feels weird. But trust me, once you get the hang of it, it is very good. It also just removes all of the skill from any DMR. Even though it's not a DMR, it is a shotgun with a conversion, but it's basically a DMR or battle rifle. People say it's the closest thing to the M1 Garand in this game, which I guess kind of makes sense because it fires the same bullets, but it's automatic. It has 20 rounds instead of 8. This feels a lot like a Mark 11, where it has like a fast recovery, but it doesn't shoot that fast, but it does really good damage, except this actually trades in some stuff that the Mark 11 doesn't have. Now we're going ghost mode. Also, why don't people use this skin anymore? I remember it was super popular when it first came out. If you guys didn't know, you can actually make transparent skins in this game. It's just like nobody does it anymore. I do have a guide on how to do it. It's like over a year old now. It was actually my most viewed video at the time. It was like the first video that I got to 1,000, or maybe the second. Either way, it was one of the first. It was the first that I remember getting like a bunch of views in like a day. My highest viewed video was my only Blackhawk video. For a long time, I only had one Blackhawk video for like a year, and that video was my most viewed video for like probably the first 4 months of my channel or something. It was a guide to the zombies event, and it got like 500 views at the time, which was like kind of a lot. I mean, for me at the time, it was a lot. If I have a video that gets like 500 views in an hour, I'm like sad now. It's kind of weird. Times have changed, man. I went off on a tangent, but my overall point was you can still make these, just people don't ever do that. It's weird. I think they look really nice. I used to use like teal. I don't know why. Teal didn't even look that good. But this gun, dude, bro, it goes. It does take like a little bit of like time to get used to like how it works, and also the no recoil can be kind of finicky depending on how you use it. I don't think it has like no recoil. Okay, it still kind of has no recoil. Yeah, it still has no recoil. It's also the slowest shooting auto. There used to be one that had like 90 RPM, but that was the Saiga 953, and that was only because you used to be able to run full auto conversion with an ammo conversion, so it wasn't really like a full auto gun. This is a full auto gun. It actually works super well. Like, if you like DMRs but you don't like, I don't know, clicking, which is definitely a downside of DMRs, I don't feel like a lot of players can actually do well with them, because like in bad business, the bursts, you just hold them down. It's kind of interesting. It doesn't feel like super skill based, but like it just feels like better for new players. If you have a bunch of autos that are just as good, why would you use a DMR? Like, the DMRs in this game are really good, but they're just kind of inconvenient. Like, you can't find reserve ammo for them because nobody uses them, and they can only pick up bullets from other DMRs. They require more skill, and they're more tedious because you gotta click, and like clicking is annoying, I know. But this feels more about like looking at a person for long enough that that they die. It's worth mentioning that the velocity is pretty low, but the pen is crazy good. 3 studs. I was getting a ton of wall bangs, so that does make sense. Also, if I remember correctly, this is actually a fictional gun. I don't think the DBV-12 even existed. Same with the AK-12BR. A lot of the AK-12 variants are not real guns. Wait, does this like ruin the no recoil? What is he doing? I was checking the no recoil and then people rolled up on me. It's still no recoil, but like it feels weird. That's so weird, dude. The camera recoil is so weird on this thing. Like, it's no recoil, but it doesn't feel no recoil. What about the Pillad? Okay, this might work. Screw it, we're going DCL mode. Now this, very good use of 500 of my credits. Okay, yes, I love this sight. It's so good looking. It works so well. It definitely doesn't, like, make your handling terrible. I love it. It's just so good. The worst part is, it's not doing terrible. Okay, now it feels bad to use. Like, you just feel like a bad person. I feel like that's kind of like the ramp mod thing that some of the Guns in Bad Business have, where they like shoot faster as you like spray them for longer. I feel like that would be a cool thing in PF. I think they should add that. The Scar Hammer has that in Bad Business. I don't know why I keep talking about Bad Business. I don't really play it that much. But yeah, this is definitely one of the guns ever made though. I need to hit more headshots though, so maybe I should go for the Pillad. That thing seems like a good gun too, because I think with headshots this is very strong. Like I'm pretty sure it's a one tap to a decent range as well. The Pillad 3 is a sight that no one uses, but is actually decent. One of the sights ever made. A sight that does 50 million damage. It also makes your RPM 50 higher. Ooh. And you will always hit headshots, even when you're no-scoping. I don't know, I kind of like vibe more with other DMRs, even though this isn't a DMR. You know, it's basically a DMR. I can count it as one. But yeah, this is, ooh, headshot. Best sight in the game, except for like basically every other sight. Actually, that's not even true. It's like... Ooh. I did a top 10 sights, but I don't think I put it in that video because this has like one purpose. It's really good for that one purpose, which is that it really does hit headshots. It just doesn't really work for like camera recoil and stuff. It's kind of obstructive and yeah. Ooh, headshot again. I almost feel like you... Okay, that was a ghost hit marker headshot. Oh, I got Halbic? That would be interesting. Halbic device, baby. Is it still... It's still no recoil. What? Okay, not quite. Oh, wait, no, it's still no recoil. Oh, okay. It's impossible to hit anything. If you were aiming for the head, I guess this would be helpful, because after that, you would probably hit body shots if you were just bad. Oh. I don't know where it's aiming at. Hold on. If I look at somebody and then start shooting, no, it's really difficult. This is extra skill-based. I don't understand. I don't get it. Is it shooting like where is it shooting? It has no recoil, but where are the shots landing? Okay, so without muzzle brake, there's a little bit more kick, but it seems to be still no recoil. And I'm using paradox choke. It should increase the headshot kill range by a bit and the 2-hit kill range. But yeah, the vertical recoil is making it more annoying to hit stuff. It still has no recoil, but the camera recoil is the problem. Ooh. Oh, okay, I need to play this more like a DMR. And like actually camp more. Okay, I'm using a DMR. I can't just push everything. I was using a DMR as an assault rifle basically, and I should not do that. I actually had a lot of fun with this. It isn't really for me. It is good for sure, and it does have no recoil, but something about this gun just doesn't really work for me. If you guys enjoyed though, please like and sub. If you want to check this gun out, it is the DBV-12 with the 30-06 conversion, or the 30-06, or the 30-06 conversion, or the 30-06, wait, no, 06. Anyways, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.